Hey guys, we are live with our scammer check service. Welcome, Irina.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Irina's a little bit nervous. It's her first time live. You know, it's nerve-wracking to go live, right? So Irina is our senior matchmaker with 18 years matchmaking experience. So everybody say hello to Irina.
Hello, guys.
So guys, you are in for huge value today because, according to the FBI, these statistics are mind-blowing. Hundreds of millions of dollars of guys are being scammed, Americans, out of hundreds of millions of dollars every year due to online dating scams. So PPL, mostly pay-per-letter scams. And so if you guys are talking to somebody, chatting with somebody online, this is your opportunity to ask us to check her live, okay? So what I'm gonna ask you to do is call us right now. Call us live. Best if you call. You can chat, you can put your information in the chat, but it's much more effectively and it's gonna be much quicker if you call us live at 1-206-801-1371 is our Seattle number. And this phone will ring right here and we'll answer the phone and talk to you live that way because we need to hear your story, how you met, what website, and to help you understand if it's a scam or if you have this small possibility that you're actually talking to the real girl on a PPL site, pay-per-letter site. Okay, so let's get into this, Irina, as we wait for somebody to chat with us here or call us. Again, 1-206-801-1371. You can call that number 24/7 and we're happy to work with you and give you a free scammer check. Or you can click on the card above, on that little card that pops out, and that will click on it and you can register to have a free scammer check. Or you can go to matchguaranty, spelled with y.com/register and go through that process registering for a free scammer check. So without further ado, Irina, let's get the road on the show, shall we?
Right.
Okay. So guys, how does this industry work? First of all, do you know, you met a girl online, you registered with one of the big websites, and you get emails, you get chats with really young, beautiful girls, and you might be 50, 60 years old, and she might be 20, and they start writing you. And a lot of you guys get caught up in this world of fantasy football, as I call it. So Irina, dear, you are a very successful matchmaker. You have how many hundreds of marriages you have under your belt in 18 years?
Hundreds.
Hundreds. Okay, yeah.
Right.
Hundreds. We'll just leave it there. She has a lot of successful marriages. And Irina, it's interesting. She doesn't know so much about scams because she's been 18 years as a good matchmaker. So she doesn't know probably as much as a lot of other people, anti-scam experts out there. But what Irina can tell you is from a Ukrainian woman's perspective, if it sounds like a real possibility of a relationship, if it has any chance of being possibly real, okay? So guys, watching for your comments in chat so far, not seeing anything so far. And let's just see here. So how this industry works, okay? Typically, when you're registering on an online site and you're engaged in pay-per-letters, are you actually talking, Irina, are you talking to the beautiful picture that you think you're talking to? Or who are you talking to?
I'd like to discuss how to detect the scammer, Joseph, first. And I'd like to say our guys how to detect them and how to check them. If they are talking with scammer, with the real girls, or for example, they start their correspondence with the employee of the dating agency.
That's the word I was looking for, employee. You're typically chatting with an employee that's translating on behalf of the beautiful girl that you think you're talking to. But is it translation or is it just the employee that's talking to you?
Just employees just talking with the guys, and even they imagine and they answer the question by their own mind. It's not the real girl who you like. Guys answer you and have the correspondence with you.
Can it even be, and is it often even a man that's chatting?
Yeah, it's often men. You're right.
Men. Because why men? Men make great translators, i.e. scammers, because of course men understand how men think. With the little head, not the big head too much. Right, guys? Right. Unfortunately, to call a spade a spade. So they make good scammers or translators. They make a lot of money.
Right.
So, okay, what is the next thing we want to say about scams? Maybe talk about two types of scams. There's the online scams when you're back home in America or whatever country and you're chatting online in PPL. Right. So it's video chat, letters. These are scams because you're talking to an employee of the agency. Could be even Igor, as we said. That's one category of scams. And that's by and large the biggest dollar amount of the $1 billion a year mail order bride industry in Ukraine and Russia is this PPL, pay per letter. That's one category of scams. But then the other category is when you get here, when you come to Ukraine and your boots on the ground, it's a different kind of scam, right?
Right, Joseph.
What maybe?
And especially, I can tell you, for example, guys, if you even have the chatting with video with the lady, it's not maybe live chatting. It may be recorded chatting. That before it, the girls was recording an agency, and then it was the same record continue and show. So
yeah, they even have buttons, guys, like wave with your left hand. They have a button, wave with your left hand, to get her to pre-record it. Wave with your right hand. She waves with her. So I always say one tip here is tell her, wave with your left hand, then blow me a kiss with your right hand, and then maybe if you really want to be 100%, maybe stand up and turn around, and they won't have all three buttons for that. Or hold up a sign with my name on it. When it's on video, they can't do that. They can do that on pictures with Photoshop. But it's just really sad, guys. It's just really sad. If you want to be successful, you got to get your ass to Ukraine and meet her face to face, right?
Right. The main thing to see lady, for example, to see her in reality and to be sure that you communicate with the lady who you really like, who you really choose at this website. Okay.
Yeah. I'm thinking we have some kind of technical problem because I'm not seeing any chat. Vlad, can you chat with me here? My IT guy, Vlad, because I'm not getting any chats coming through, which is a little bit strange. Okay, so the scam category of PPL when you're back home, but then when you get here, it's a different kind of scam. Let's talk about that for a moment. It's typically the translator scam. That's the big one. So you're meeting with the girl that you thought you were chatting with. Right. But the sad thing is, guys, so Mahmoud said hi, so we're working. So guys, don't be shy. I know it's a bit humiliating to publicly talk about maybe somebody you're talking with online, because it's a little bit of a private thing. But we're here to help.
Right, Joseph, and we really want to help you guys and for you to avoid the mistakes, not to be scammed.
Exactly. So don't be shy. Step ahead. Step forward. Shane says hi. So hi, Mahmoud. Hi, Shane. Okay, so that's great. The chat's working. So boots on the ground is the scammer translator scam. So what happens is she will meet with you and you're on the clock, $25, $30 per hour, and she will meet with you as long as you want. But what you'll notice is if you do this, ask your date, the girl that you think you've been chatting with on PPL online for months, ask her questions about yourself that she should know, because you guys have had typically hundreds of emails back and forth. Excuse me. So she knows you, and you will see. Watch the body language. She doesn't know you. Who knows you? It's the translator that she's sitting with. She has to come to the meeting because she's the one you've been talking to. Okay. Or if it's not her, if it's Igor, if it was a man, then Igor briefed the new translator, and you will see yourself that it's not the girl that you're meeting with, that you've been corresponding with. So just don't get caught up in that for a long time. I meet guys here that have been coming back to see the same girl for, years or many days, and it's just the translator scam. So.
Yes, and you can, guys, ask some personal questions. For example, the dates of the birth sister or brother, the dates of the date of the wedding of your parents, and some personal, not common question. Please ask, because translator, its employee, he. Often cases he doesn't know this information, and if the lady is writing to you, real lady, she knows, of course, about her family, and she knows everything, and she can answer you. So, and during the real meeting, as Joseph said, it's possible to repeat these questions. So, and or possible to check the English level of the lady, to ask her from the very beginning of talking. When translator doesn't start the translation, ask her some question. How are you, dear? How old are you? Maybe it's, or where do you live? And oh, hi. And the lady, it sounds suddenly for her, she starts to answer you in English, so you can check it and you can understand that this is translator schema.
Good point. So we've got Mahmoud asking a question. Does the lady get paid from the site? Yes, typically. But you have to also understand there's a lot of identity fraud these sites commit. So here's how it works. So yes, often, but not always the case. So here's how identity fraud works. The big site puts a big ad around Ukraine or Russia, and they say, come on in and join International Marriage Agency and get a free photo shoot. Well, these ladies love to get their professional photos taken. So they come in just on the auspices of getting a free photo shoot. They're not really serious. They get the photo shoot, and she's really young and beautiful. She can easily find her picture plastered on a myriad of websites, right?
Right.
And different names, different aliases, different profiles, and you're just, again, talking to a translator online. You're being scammed. In this case, she's not getting paid. She is completely, she's not, what's the word? She's not aware of the fact that she's a scammer, right? She's not even aware. She's an innocent victim herself, and it's a sad additional part to this industry. So Striker's on here. Hello, Striker. I've been scammed. Okay. Money back restaurants. Yeah. Striker wants us to talk about the restaurants scam. So yeah, they're not so much in Kiev. It's more in Odessa, where Striker is right now.
Or Nikolaev, maybe. Yes.
Maybe Nikolaev? Okay.
Maybe Nikolaev, Odessa. This is very popular, the restaurants.
Where the translator gets a kickback from the restaurant. So it's a typically expensive restaurant. It can even be a different menu. You ask for the menu in English and Russian, it's different prices. Right? I know Striker's seen that before. So just be careful. One tip here, guys, is in Slavic culture, men are expected to be men. Ukrainian, Russian men, or mostly alpha men, they're the leaders. They say where to go to eat. So guys, always take charge when you come here. You set where to go eat, and don't take her to an expensive seafood restaurant, for example, on the first date. And don't be led there either, because that's perfect setup for a restaurant scam. So we got more questions coming in. Michael, hello, Michael. So, guys, any specific, Frank?
It's come so real.
Well, it's a good point, Frank. Are the older ladies older than 30 scammers too? Guys, I know it's hard to grasp this, but it's so close to 100% that are PPL scams. It's a truism to say, if you're paying for letters or paying for video chat online, it's a scam, okay? It's almost 100%. Now, there is the rare exception that the lady is in maybe her 40s, not 30s, but maybe her 40s, and she's serious and she's on a bad site. And you can get hooked up with her and she can be real. Okay, but they're making money off of her because somebody is translating for her. And how do you know that, guys? It's simple. Life is busy in Ukraine. In fact, it's dog eat dog, right? It's survival. in Ukraine for most Ukrainian people, right,
Right.
Irina? And so just think about it. Do you think she's really up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning chatting with you? No, of course not, guys. Give your head a shake. It can't be real. Okay. And real women don't have time to get back to you even within a day or two. Their lives are too busy. And just think about the volume of men that are writing. You think she has a chance to actually write back to tens or hundreds of men? No. So, sorry, Frank, it's usually a scammer, even if she's 30, 35, 40, or 50, usually. It's a rare exception that you can end up meeting with her after paying to chat with her. But you weren't chatting with her when you were paying to chat online, but you can arrange to come and meet her, and she can be real if she's up in age, higher 30s, 40s. But still, when you're paying online, that part's not real.
Yes, I agree. And what is the ideal price I should be paying for a letter? But if any,
Don't pay for letters.
Don't pay, guys.
Who asked that question?
Don't pay.
I need to slap them. Who asked the question?
It's the previous. I see.
Okay.
No, if you pay.
The ideal price is zero. Don't pay money to chat with women because you're not chatting with her. I know, guys, it might be comforting and nice to see a beautiful picture and think that you're talking to this girl, but you're not talking to her. What do I have to do to drive that home? You're not talking to the beautiful picture. You're talking to Igor. Guys, get your ass on a plane and come to Ukraine to meet women. Even if you're going to pound the streets of Krashatik to meet women, it's better than putting money into PPL. Just come here.
Don't pay, please.
Don't pay online. Help us starve the flame of this toxic industry known as pay per letter. Okay. I'm now talking to a woman, Michael says, that scammed me privately by email. I'm giving her a workout. Okay, so that's a good segue, Michael. Thank you for that. Into professional scammers. Let's talk about professional scammers. That's on our docket here to talk about. So it's true. There's two types of scams: the online agency scammers, where it's the agency that's scamming you. It's not the girl. Okay, and that is most of the scam business, is the agency scamming you. And that's another point before we go to professional scammers or pro daters, is that it's the agency that's scamming you. It's the agency that's bad, not the girl.
Not the girl, yeah.
Not the girl.
It changed. Their scammer business changed.
The scammer business changed.
Yeah, it's impossible to say, because before it was the girls separate. Now it's changed the agencies.
Yeah. So just to reword what Irina said is, this business changed over the last 20 years. It actually used to be that professional scammers, which Michael's talking about, used to be the predominant scam. Now it's the agencies that are predominantly the scammers, right? It's the bad sites, the bad agencies. They're the scammers, not the girls. Now, let's go on to Michael's question, talk about professional scammers or pro daters. These can be nasty, really nasty, because there's two types of pro daters too. The ones that will go for the short game and the long game. The short game is chatting with you by email. She'll even give you her Viber, and you can chat on Viber or WhatsApp or even Skype. And she's basically a very devious, foxy, bad person, a pro dater. And she's going to get her emotional hook into you, and then she's going to ask you for, on the slow game, $20. Okay.
Yeah.
On the fast game, other way around. On the fast game, $20. On the slow game, like 3 months. She's chatting with you, and just to finish off the point, then her daughter's going to get sick or something like that. And she's going to ask you for $3 to $5 grand. Please help me. My daughter's dying. She needs an operation, something like that. So be careful of that. Sorry, Irina, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to add, Joseph, that he is totally right. And especially, for example, guys, that we have some war conflict on the eastern part of Ukraine. And I talked with some guys who was scammed by the ladies, by girls who asked money to help them to move from this war conflict zone to Kyiv or to peace space, to peace territory in Ukraine. But I'd like to tell you, please don't send money. First, because they are scammer for sure, because there is no any international money transfer points on these territories. This is the first one. The second, we have a lot of charity organization. It's not a problem for people who want to move from a war conflict zone to another part of Ukraine. It's not a problem for them. It's yes, it's a conflict, it's a war, it's a bad event in Ukraine, but the people can move for free. They need not money additional. It's count for sure.
Yeah, Irina, you make a great point. First of all, never send money to a girl that you've never been to and met. The other thing is, if you're talking to somebody in the war area of Donbass, Donetsk, Lugansk, you need to know these are almost all scams. Send me money, please. I'm in the war zone. I can't. But I didn't know that, actually. Irina educated me that there's no Western Unions in the war zone. So she asks you to send money by Western Union or MoneyGram, and she couldn't get it unless she leaves the war zone. But yet she says, I can't leave the war zone. Send me money. So you see the catch-22 there. So guys, if she's from Donetsk, Lugansk, she's a scammer.
For sure.
For sure. So that's another one there. Okay, so the questions are pouring in. That's great. Why are the police in Ukraine not doing anything about it? Do you want to tackle that one?
Police, because it's very, if you have the evidence that you was scammed by money or by something, it's possible, but you should apply to police. It's very difficult, and usually our police avoid such cases with the foreigners, especially because it's for them also, they don't want to have some international conflicts, so to speak.
Guys, Irina is sugarcoating it. Sorry. Ukrainian people are very polite and they don't really want to say how ugly this beast is. But I'm going to give you straight up because that's my style, guys. Why are the police not doing anything about it? Because they're on the fucking take. They're on the take too. They get paid by this ugly industry. And let me ask you straight up a question. Ukrainian people, do they respect police in Ukraine? No. Why?
Because the police corrupted, very corrupted.
There you have it. The police are on the take. They're corrupted. Police make good money here because they take bribes all the time. This industry is systemically toxic. That's why I don't know how to kill this beast, really, known as mail order bride or whatever, the pay per letter scams, all the money that's made online. I don't know how to. It's too big. It's like David trying to bring down Goliath, unless you got God behind you. I don't know how to put much of a dent in this thing. But anyway, hopefully that answers your question. Police are never going to do anything about it. It's futile. So education is the only way to make a dent in this ugly beast. You guys got to wise up. Okay. Just come here. Even if you're going to do street pickup, if you got a beer budget, come and meet girls on the streets, which isn't easy also, but you got a better chance meeting somebody on the streets doing street pickup, okay, than you do paying per letters online, because that's virtually zero. You're going to meet a real woman and end up meeting her or having a relationship with her when you start with PPL, pay per letter online. Zero. No chance. Keep your money on your credit card. Okay. Hope we're pounding that through to you guys. Stolen pics, yes. Michael, I've had no luck with authorities in Ukraine, and you never will, Michael. Give it up. You're wasting your time. Hey, Veronica. Wow, haven't seen you in a while. Be your own police. Use common sense. Yes. Good advice, Veronica. Yeah, would you agree, Veronica? What do you think, Veronica? You're Ukrainian. You know how bad this is. What great advice do you have for guys? Maybe one nugget out there. Use common sense. Date somebody within your league. But Veronica, do you agree they got to come here? Thank you, Veronica. Good show.
Good
only,
show.
only good show because we have the great
Thanks
Irina
to
here.
us.
I mean, she is the expert. She's the one that's been a matchmaker for 18 years. So, you see what Veronica's saying? Police will never do anything about scams. So, what else to talk about scams? I mean, we've pounded it home. Any specific situations? No callers, guys. Call us, please. We'd love to talk to you. 1-206-801-1371. You can talk to us live. Myself or Irina or both of us. 1-206-801-1371. Guys, click on the card right up top. Click on the card. That will take you to matchguaranty.com, spelled with a Y, matchguaranty spelled with a Y.com/register. And you can book a consultation, which will be on Skype video, and we will do a free scammer check for you. What we do is just some of the things. We run her through one of the largest databases of known scammers, about 150,000 pages of known scammers, to check her for you. But guys, the caveat here is it's not the girl that's scamming you, it's the agency. So almost always when we do a free scammer check for you guys, it comes back negative. She's not a scammer, which is bad in a way because it encourages you to think, oh, I have a real girl, but you don't. You see how confusing this is? So that's why we do a Skype video call with you with our free scammer check service, is because we want you to know that it's likely a false negative. You get it? We run her. She doesn't come up as a scammer. You feel, wow, great. I'm not dealing with a scammer here, but yeah, because she's not a scammer. The agency is scamming you, right? Igor, the translator.
Right, and even if you want, after some correspondence, you I advise you, of course, you should see your lady and ask about the Skype. Even during the Skype, the translator agency tell you she need translator to help you in Skype. So, and during the Skype, you can ask the girl the same question to check her and to check her English level. If you need translator really in real life, or you need not.
Let's talk about Peace's comment. Peace here. Scammed by a lady in Kiev. She took me on a shopping spree on the third date, and the agency did nothing. He told the agency about it. So why is that, Irina? Why did the agency do nothing about it?
Oh, because agency and with translator, you pay, as we understand, you pay to translator got the money, right?
Yeah.
And it's agencies.
Yeah, because guys, here's how it works. The translator gets paid, let's say $25 an hour, but she gets paid, let's say $10 an hour, maybe $7. Then the girl, your date, gets paid about, it varies, but let's say $5 an hour. $5 an hour is actually good money in Ukraine. So that's what you guys don't get. Your date is getting paid, the translator's getting paid, and the agency is getting the lion's share of that hourly translator fee. Okay, so that's why everybody's connected in this scam. Everybody's getting paid from you.
That's why
the gullible, naive American guy. Okay. So that's what's going on there, guys.
Are there any free dating sites?
Free dating sites.
Free dating sites.
Oh.
It's a hook for.
Big topic. Free dating sites, guys. You've all heard there ain't no such thing as free, other than death, taxes, and salvation. Okay, in my opinion, anyway. Right. Free dating sites are riddled with scammers. I've got a YouTube video talking with Dima. He's actually my scammer check partner. He lives in Canada now, but he's been doing scammer checks for 20 years now. And he will tell you, in that interview on YouTube for 40 minutes, him and I are talking in a park in Kharkov. He will tell you that, the free sites are loaded with scammers. Now, you can get lucky. You can get, just like on Tinder, you can get lucky too and meet a good girl on Tinder in Ukraine. But you gotta know, Tinder in Ukraine is loaded with escorts, bots. It's not a real girl, and just bad girls, scammers. professional pro daters. So, you know, the thing is, guys, you come here for a finite period of time. You've got a 2-week vacation, maybe 3 weeks, and you come to find the one, to find love. And if you're if you're looking on Tinder, on free dating sites, you gotta know, you're not gonna be successful. The chances, the probability of you being successful on Tinder, free dating sites, is like winning the lottery, really. It can happen if you live here and you want to invest a lot of time. Listen, I have one client, to paint the picture. He's 30, he just turned 33. He's young, handsome. He goes to the gym 5 days a week. He's living in Kyiv for about 9 months now. He's dated, I think the number's over 50 or 60 ladies that he met on Tinder, on the street pickup. He's good looking. He's also successful. He makes very good money. And he just became a client. Does that tell you everything? How hard it is? For many reasons, it's hard, even when you come here and you're meeting real women. But anyway, free, avoid it like the plague.
Free. Anyway, I'm sure that it's a free dating site. It's like a hook. The ladies who scammer, they are waiting the victims on the free dating site. So that is, and then they can write you guys very romantic letters. Very sometimes they're good psychologists, you know, Joseph.
Oh, they're trained in NLP, neuro-linguistic program. Hey, Vlad, thanks, Vlad. He just threw the YouTube link for that video interview I did with Dima, my scammer check partner. So he's actually, it's his database of known scammers that we're running your ladies through when you click that link there. Suggest, really, it should be mandatory viewing for everybody is watch that video with Dima. I'm interviewing him. So what's Veronica saying here? Girls who are out of your league. Yes, okay. Veronica brings up a very good topic. Girls out of your league. Veronica, did you see the video? Guy WhatsApped me. He was in Kyiv. And he's been scammed for $8,000, as he says on the video last week on YouTube. We went live, actually. And if you saw the video, you saw how out of his league she is. She's beautiful. She was 45. He's, I think, 56, but he had a stroke, so he has a speech impediment. He walks with a cane. I mean, there was just no chance. Interesting, that agency actually contacted me today on WhatsApp, and they want to talk to me about his date was Elena. And what's his name? Ron, I think, is his name. And they want to talk to me. So that'll be interesting. I don't see how they want to talk to me. Bad PR, but why? How can it be? What can be their rational reason? It's a big agency. He met with this lady, beautiful, Elena, for 4 days on the translator clock at $25 an hour, and she met with him. She's beautiful, very beautiful. What's their reason? Can there be a rational reason that explains their actions, how Elena is not scamming him or the agency? You tell me. Okay, so I think what Veronica wants me to talk about, and I'm always reading guys the riot act. It's true. What Veronica is getting at. You know, listen, the truth about men, Western men, they come to Ukraine. Okay, sure. We love the beauty of the ladies here. We love the traditional values of the ladies here because it's feminists in our world and we're tired of it. So that's great. It's true. But also men come here to get younger girls. And guys, we have to be realistic. You know, we have a zone of success that we've defined, which is not more than a 15-year age gap. And why is that? Because when you reverse engineer and you look at our marriages over my partner, Tatiana, over her 19-year career, you look at all those over 500 marriages, you see that they're all within, I mean, like 90% of them, or maybe even more. I don't know actually the number, but they're within a 15-year age gap. So you have to be realistic, guys. You have to look at your pocketbook. What do you offer your lady? You know, of course you offer her a better lifestyle, move to your great country. But if you want true love, if you want a real relationship, you have to keep the age gap realistic. So
we usually discuss it during our Skype appointment with our clients to be realistic, to have the realistic expectations about age gap too.
Yes, it's critical to a man's success. You got to be realistic. I'm with Cupid, so Striker is the translator will be the smaller in Zona. Yeah, Striker's just pointing out again what I've already said. Absolutely, everybody's on the take. Your date, the translator, and the agency when you're caught in the translator scam.
Realistic
age gap. Not more than 15 years. That's our zone of success formula. And, you know, guys, we offer the industry's only lifetime match guarantee, which is not a guarantee that you will get married. Of course, nobody can guarantee that. But we just guarantee to work with you until you get married, okay? When you have our lifetime match guarantee. But you have to be within zone of success, which means not more than 15-year age gap. Otherwise, we don't guarantee you if you're outside of zone of success. So that's how important it is. So again, click on the card above or go to matchguarantee.com/register and you can book your private consultation with Irina here. And Irina will be straight up with you. She will help evaluate your zone of success, which is basically how we feel confident that we can help you in the real world here, matching you up with a sincere, marriage-minded lady for love and marriage. Knock on wood. So you can book your online consultation with a private matchmaker. And then after that, if we're on the same page, we offer you to meet 10 of our ladies. You go to matchguarantee.com and choose 10 ladies to catch your eye, and you can send them 2 emails back and forth. It's a free introductory service, and then you can talk to one lady on Skype video. We do that on the house for you guys, so you get to see what we're made of. And about 8 out of 10 guys that actually take us on that free test drive become a client because they meet a sincere lady. They see by the correspondence, by the letters back and forth, that she's sincere, because it's a very different letter than what they're used to on PPL sites. And
these letters will show you how many ladies really interested to meet you in reality. And we can discuss everything with you during our Skype appointment. And as your personal matchmaker, I will tell you, and even to know you better and to know your criteria of ladies choose your ladies, so to advise you to give you the expert advice for you to be successful.
You know, Irina brings up a great point. I'll just piggyback on that, Irina. Thanks for reminding us on that point. It's really cool, guys, because, you know, if you're out of your league, as Veronica is saying, talk about this topic, right? It's a very important topic. But if you choose 10 ladies and they're out of your league, I've done it before. I've had clients that choose 10 ladies out of their league and they get back goose egg. And that tells the guy, you're out of your league. You're looking too young, too beautiful. You got to look at yourself in the mirror. Are you, I mean, I don't want to be mean about it, but, you know, if you're a 3 man, you can't expect to catch a 9. Sorry, call a spade, but again, about being realistic. So anyway, my point is, with the complimentary 10 lady introductory service, it helps you understand if you're being realistic. You choose 10 ladies, and I always say to clients, okay, you can choose a couple ladies that are a little bit outside of your zone of success and see what, you know, what the reply is, because you know what? It's good for a guy to maybe date 1 or 2 ladies that's too young for him, just to see and feel if he can get yeses. You know, if he looks good and he's got a good financial position in life, because guys, don't delude yourself. What is the biggest component that Ukrainian women are at a marriage agency? What is the biggest component? They want a better life. Now, our requirement, there's nothing wrong with that, but our requirement is working with us. We make sure that they want love first. Well, when I say we make sure, we do our very best to make sure that she wants love first. But don't delude yourself. She wants a better life for her and her children, and nothing wrong with that as long as she's genuine about that. So my point is also that your financial position and your country matters as well.
Right.
So we got a lot of comments pouring in.
I'm on a dating site. I'm not sure if it's a scam. This is the question. Okay. So.
Go ahead.
If it's a scam, if you should pay for your letter, for the correspondence with the lady, if you should pay for Skype, for everything, it's scam. You need to see this lady. You can, for example, you can buy her information at this site, and then to communicate with her personally to see, and right.
Thank you for reminding me about another scam. Yes, you keep giving these gold nuggets. It's another big scam. You can buy contact information on these PPL sites, and you will see, guys, this is how it always plays out. You will then Viber her or WhatsApp her. She will reply to you, and then she will stop replying. She will not reply on Viber or WhatsApp or Skype. But you'll notice she's online at whatever PPL site, and she will happily have time to chat with you there. Why? Because you're on the clock. You're paying for chatting with her there, but she won't reply to you on WhatsApp or Viber because she's getting paid. Is this not a clue, guys, or what? It's another big red flag that you're being scammed. So again, just stay offline. Come to Ukraine. That is the recipe, the formula for your success. Get your ass on a plane and come here for a 2-week vacation and surf the learning curve. Verona makes another great point. When you're meeting ladies, trust your gut. Of course, you're going to love her. She's younger and beautiful. But does she have attraction for you back? Does she have interest for you back? You know, we all want love, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we all have a human need to love and be loved. Well, it's no good when it's a one-way street, right? That's what Veronica's point is. It's a very important point, guys. And to have that two-way street, you need to be realistic. So what else we got going on here? Peace is asking about background checks.
Already, he isn't registered in
Guys, sorry. Do your homework on UA Dreams. That's all I'm going to say. Dig deep. Do your homework. They're a PPL site. Okay. What have I been saying to you about PPL? Do I have to get out a hatchet or an axe, or what do I have to do so you, I mean, you know, Veronica, what just continues, Irina, to astound me, flabbergast me. Why do you guys not get it? What do we need to do so you get it? Why are you asking me about UA Dreams? Background check. You don't need to do a background check. You're not talking to the girl. Why didn't you get that? Who is this Peace? Peace. Come to Ukraine. Stop talking to whoever you're talking to on UA Dreams. You're talking to Igor, remember? The translator. You don't need a background check. Yes, I can do anything in Ukraine. I can check. I've got connections to check everything. Everything. But of course, it costs money. Now, Peace, do you want to pay money? Do you want to pay some serious money? Hundreds of dollars to check her passport, her address, I mean, her bank account, how much taxes she paid last year. I mean, you can have anything checked in Ukraine. But Peace, I'm telling you, you don't need to. You're wasting your time, your money, and worse, you're deluding yourself to believe that you're in a relationship. You're not in a relationship. And guys, I know I'm being a little bit tough love here, but I can imagine how tough it is when you're invested. Thousands of dollars is often the case, because Almost all of my clients that come were scammed. 10,000, 20,000. The guy I just interviewed today, he's just a happy client leaving in a relationship. He was scammed out of about 8,000, which was light before he became a client. And he's a surgeon, American surgeon. I have another guy flying in on Monday. He's an American oncologist. I got to tell you about this guy. So I'm rescuing him out of Odessa right now as he's being scammed in Odessa. Successful guy, but again, same thing. PPL, chatting with this girl, thousands of dollars to come and be on the translator scam. And she's not interested in him at all. Now, is he out of zone of success? Probably. I haven't seen what that girl looks like. But as Veronica points out, the root cause of these scams is guys being unrealistic. It's true. But listen, in our own self-defense, yes, are we being a little bit stupid, guys, and thinking with the wrong head? Yes. But listen, in our own defense, there's $1 billion a year industry in Ukraine and Russia that is brainwashing us. You just have to go register to one of these big PPL sites. Just register. You can just do it for fun. Put yourself as a 73-year-old old man, put no photo, and talk sexually graphic in the description. When you say what kind of woman you're looking for, be sexually graphic, okay? Which Ukrainian women hate. Like, they don't talk about sex or anything vulgar in any way here. It's very cultural taboo. And you will be berated. 73-year-old guy with no picture, sexually explicit description. You'll be berated with 21, 22-year-old beautiful girls that want to meet with you and tell you how handsome you are. Come on, give your head a shake. Try this on any of the PPL sites. Guys, wake up, please.
I'd like to answer David Welcart questions. What about if you get her phone number, talk to her on the phone, send SMS messages? I'd like to tell you guys that here Viber is very popular in Ukraine. We usually communicate with each other via with the help of Viber, and you can get her personal phone number. This is the same number of her Viber. You can see her, communicate with her and see her face, and communicate with her more close. So if you get it, okay, it's fine. Continue a relationship with her and understand if she's the lady who you want to be your wife.
Michael Weaver says, guys, stop thinking with the wrong head. Michael, I've talked to him. He was scammed very bad. Earlier in the chat, he says, go to Trustpilot and check out his reviews of various sites. You know what? I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about my park talk with Brian. Brian is a gentleman that's in a relationship with a lovely woman in Poltava. And we did Park Talk in Poltava with Brian and Joe. It's a series on YouTube, and these videos are coming out more and more. Brian and I are talking about more topics because he's very experienced, understands Ukrainian women culture very well. But anyway, this is the point. Brian has millions of hits on his reviews that he left personally on Trustpilot and what's the other big one? SiteJabber. And guess what, guys? All but 2 have been removed. His legitimate reviews of all these big scamming sites, they've been removed. How the hell is that possible? Trustpilot is the industry standard in honest reviews. They have some kind of great kung fu online to know if you have fake reviews. That's why that's predominantly what we use is Trustpilot, because they're supposed to be uncrackable. But anyway, how are these honest reviews by Brian getting pulled off? How? You see why this industry exists? Because some powers that be out there are doing what? They're removing honest, bad reviews. So, or the companies change names, okay? There's some names out there they've recently changed, and they were at the International Dating Conference this year too, which I talked to the organizer about, and I said, why is this company supporting our International Dating Conference when they're obviously a scammer? Not good. Not good. I even sat at the lunch table with one of them, And he said to me, "You have a video on YouTube that's hurting my company. Take it down." I looked at him and I said, "No, why would I take it down?" He says, "We're not scamming agency. We have, what did he say, 20 marriages last year." Well, of course, it's called the law of large numbers. If you do tens of millions of dollars or maybe over $100 million in sales, you better have 20 marriages. I mean, come on. That was his excuse. Anyway, irony kicked in at the IDATE conference in Kyiv this year. I'll share this story with you because it's interesting. This company at large that I will not mention, we were at the evening dinner, and lo and behold, one of the little matchmakers showed up. She's a very lovely lady with a client. The client's name was Mark. And we were having drinks and talking, and he was scammed by this agency that supported the IDATE conference out of $25,000. And I said to him, "Hey, Mark, I want to introduce you to somebody." And I went to the guy that I sat at the lunch table with earlier, and I said, because he swore they're not a scamming agency. And I said, "Hey, I got your client wants to talk to you." And I said, anyway, you get the picture. They can look you in the face and ask you to take down their YouTube video and say they're a good agency. I mean, very sad. It's very sad. There was a guy up here who was it? Peace. Yeah, Peace wants to meet a good girl in Ukraine. Peace, what you can do is go to Match Guaranty, spelled with y.com/register and book your one-on-one consultation with our lovely Irina here. Matchmaker for 18 years, hundreds of marriages herself under her belt. And you will get an honest evaluation of how you can really come here and be successful. Being realistic first, but yeah, we have a lot of beautiful, lovely ladies that want a good man for love and marriage, and you can be one of them.
The ladies of any ages. So you can, guys, choose the lady of any ages for you. So,
well, what do you mean by that?
I mean,
clarify,
that
please.
We have from 25 years old ladies to 65 years old.
Yeah, we have ladies from all ages. I think we even have some in the teens. But let's talk about that point. Ladies that are very young and they're registering for an international marriage agency, you have to be very careful. Right, Irina?
Right.
If they're 22, 25, why? Because they have a lot of options in Ukraine. A lot of good-looking and successful Ukrainian men for her to choose from at that age.
Right. And as a lady taught me, honestly, their secrets that they become more serious when they are 28, 29, 30, and after 30. So it's our life.
One of the gentlemen here, he's asking, what do we charge? Well, we have a gamut of products now. I mean, our core product is the lifetime match guarantee. It's a $20,000 investment, and we work with you until you get married. Right now, it's being discounted down to $8,000 for a limited time as we ramp up to our capacity. But we do have other matchmaking products that we've just rolled out. So we have private matchmaking a la carte, which is $500. So you can start for $500. What that does is get you a private matchmaker, Irina, who will do a consultation with you, help you identify a zone of success, and she will do a custom lady search for you in our external database. If you saw my video talking about my external database now, I'm super excited about it. And I'll be having a video talking about our secret weapon coming out within about a week. And our secret weapon is how we find non-agency girls. And that is our external database for the most part, is girls that are not registered with an international marriage agency. And that's this product for $500. So what it is you get a consultation with the private matchmaker, custom lady search for the lady that you're looking for within reason for $500. And the $500 includes that and one lady. But guys, if you're being realistic, you're within zone of success. Often one lady is enough because she's a good lady, she's sincere, honest, and you're being realistic. So give it a go. Come here for $500. You might be successful with just one meeting, one date. If you're not, you can go on a second date, third date. And these are ladies that we custom look for just for you, for what you're looking for, as long as you're realistic. That's the caveat there.
Yeah. So are the older women in Ukraine willing to date younger men? Not, I think not all. It's usually, you see.
Are older women
To date younger men.
No, generally speaking, well,
generally, yeah.
You answer that one.
Generally, not. Generally, they prefer the same age or older. So that's why, yes, we have, of course, we have the exception, the lady who wants to get married and to know younger men, but usually not.
Yeah, generally in Ukraine, you know, I just had this conversation the other day with somebody that I'm looking at coming on the YouTube channel for us as a vlogger. She explained to me why. And, you know, it's the classic explanation. You tell me what you think, Irina. She said that, well, everybody knows women mature faster than men in all countries. Women are more mature than men. Now, whether that's 5 or 10 years depends. But certainly in Ukraine, women are more mature, same age, like a 20-year-old Ukrainian girl compared to a 20-year-old American girl. What do you think of, Veronica? You live in America. Are American girls much more immature than Ukrainian girls? So Ukrainian girls mature quicker. So they're looking for a more mature man. Like 10 years is fairly normal. And the other reason is they want a strong man, as they call it here. So it just basically means a man that's got his shit together.
Right. I read, yes, about the Ukrainian, because I'm Ukrainian woman.
Please.
Yeah. So I think that, of course, all serious Ukrainian women, they are waiting for supporter in life. Supporter and strong man, as Joseph said. So they are waiting the man who will be, we can devote all our life to live together and to be lover, to be a friend, and to be supporter in this life. Yes, maybe it's ordinary, simple words, but it's very important. And in our soul, we are all expecting and waiting for such guys, for such men.
Yeah. Ukrainian lady wants a mature man. Now, which usually means older a little bit, like 10 years, up to 10 years. But, you know, he's got a good career. He makes good income. Basically, he provides safety and security. She can lean on him more than a man her age or a younger man. So that is most of the Ukrainian woman's why. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Somebody's asking about translator. Yeah, you pay translators here. We charge $20 an hour for our translator. Irina does translation as well, so she's a matchmaker, and she does translator because we call Irina your wing woman because she's much more than a translator, much more. You have her translating, but then you have her lady's intuition and her matchmaking experience
and
to lean on.
Advice. After meeting here, I can. Of course, I have my own opinion, and maybe as an expert, I will advise you, and you will think. It will be your decision. Will you continue with this lady or you stop? But anyway, I think that my opinion will be useful for you. I hope.
Very useful, guys. I mean, all clients, because you know, Irina will help you determine if she likes you back. Because one thing about Ukrainian culture is they don't like to hurt people's feelings. So they will often not tell you that they're not interested in you. They just don't respond to you anymore on WhatsApp or Viber. They become non-responsive. So you need to be a little bit part detective to figure it out here. And Irina can help you with that. Peace is asking a bunch of questions here. It's a good question, so I'm going to bring it up. Let me ask her, Irina. 20 or 21-year-old Ukrainian girl. She says they're serious and they want family and marriage. Do most 20, 21-year-old Ukrainian girls?
20, 21 Ukrainian girl, they usually have boyfriend here.
So do they want marriage and family at 20, 21? No. It's unusual.
It's unusual.
It can happen, but it's very unusual. No, like any 20, 21-year-old, they're having fun.
Not ready.
They're partying. They're having multiple boyfriends. They're living it up. They don't want to get married. This trend is happening. It's coming to Ukraine, where the average age to marriage is definitely on the upswing. And of course, at these PPL sites, that's what all these beautiful 21-year-old things say to the 50-year-old guy, or even 40. Sorry, this guy's 37. This guy's 37. He's dating 20, 21-year-olds in Kyiv. I know 37, you're at a good age, really. That's a good, solid age for a man. But 20, 21-year-old women here are just not very serious. So, and if you met her on a free site or Tinder,
no,
not likely that she's serious.
I agree with you, Joseph. Yeah. For these guys, it's better to find a lady 27, 20.
Yeah, definitely above 25, 27, 28. Or listen, if you work with us and she's 21, you can be sure she's serious, because we vet hard. We use a psychology-based system to ask very tricky questions. Tatiana has mastered over 19 years how to ask her the question and be looking eye to eye, because our interviews with our ladies on the intake process are in person for the most part. And Tatiana watches her body language, because there's certain tricky questions you can ask a girl. And she might answer with her words one way, but her body language is always the telltale sign. And based on her body language, we accept her or we reject her into our database. So if you're looking for a young girl, that's all the more reason you should work with us. So on that note, I will plug again, click on the card above, and or go to Guaranty, spelled with a y.com/register. Book your free consultation with one of our matchmakers, Irina here, and you can meet 10 ladies, send 2 emails back and forth for free, even talk to one lady on Skype video, so you can check us out before you ever have to reach into your wallet. And guys, even once you decide to become a client, you put down a fully refundable deposit. It's only a G-note, $1,000, says on the invoice, 100% fully refundable for any reason up to the point you come to Kyiv. Your final sniff check, if you will, is coming to our office, meeting Tatiana, Irina, and our staff. And we've had 0 refunds from guys that come to Kyiv because they have their date set up. But it gives you guys a final opportunity to check us. So you have everything to gain, nothing to lose. I would encourage you to register. Why not? So I think, guys, we are reaching the end of the broadcast. Hey, Irina?
Yeah.
So guys, what would be your final advice? Any final?
My final advice for you guys, please don't send money.
Don't send money. Never send money.
Please.
And get offline. If you're chatting with somebody, just, okay. It's so close to 100% probability that you're being scammed, okay? And you're not talking to her. Get offline. Come to Ukraine, regardless of working with us or whatever. Just come here. So, guys, we've enjoyed it. Hey, Irina?
Yeah.
Looks like we've helped some guys out. Got some thank yous in there, which is great. And I would like to...
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, everybody. And guys, Irina is going to start regularly streaming for you. Kind of like replacing Vita. Although I know we love and miss Vita dearly, I've been looking for a very long time to find somebody very experienced to help you guys out. And you can see how genuine and sincere Irina is. She's true blue, like Vita.
Yes, guys, you're welcome. Please, and don't shy to ask me any questions. If you have doubts, if you have some experience, if you need some advices, please, you're welcome. I'm very direct person, and I will tell you what I think from my experience, from my life, from my experience with couples. So don't be shy, please.
Yes, and we miss Vita. We all do miss Vita. I talk to Vita every now and then, so I will pass on again your warm wishes. What topics do you want Irina to talk to you about on YouTube? So she will talk about a specific topic, and then she will be like Vita did, interactive. We want to be more interactive with you guys, because I know Anastasia is streaming, but she's not interactive. And I know you guys really want to ask questions. You have a lot of burning questions. So, but we really need a mature, seasoned expert to answer your questions. We want to make sure that you get good answers to your questions, because they're very serious questions. So now you have your private matchmaker through YouTube here, Irina. So let us know, what topics do you guys want Irina to talk about? What are your biggest topics? Write in the comments section on YouTube on this video and other videos, but this one would be a good one. And we will put those topics in the queue, and Irina will be coming to you live. We don't know her exact live schedule yet, but probably on Saturday or Sunday. We're always streaming starting at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Thanks, guys. Remember, one last time, click in the card and the top right, or go to matchguaranty.com/register, book your complimentary coaching call, meet 10 ladies for free, yada yada. See you guys next time.
See you. Bye bye. Thank you.